Faking I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for them that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked long. I made her when I showed off my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through. The end zone for a touchback.
Check! Check 53, here we go. Watch this.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Trubisky will throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
60 outlaw. Get ready. Get ready. Go. Get ready. Get it.
Minshew, 1st and 10. A strong running. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
boot. Watch the boot.
There you go.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. And I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, wahoo! Hit it.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Here we go. Set. 15 line it. 15 lines.
Tight right. Tight right. Tight right. Solo.
Set. Go.
3 down. 3 down. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Protein spill.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now Trubisky to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kahale Waring, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, check 24. Watch 20.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Go. Hey, Alpha.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Mike 51.
Ready.
Stop your body.
Ready.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Complete to Kenny Stills. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Jaguars 0.
Ready up.
Hey, let's go.
Yep.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Got you.
Now.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Leo.
Check 15. Check.
Hard.
Watch it. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
From the gun, they go with Armstead. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On the ready.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. I'm on.
Now.
Who's that? Is that yours?
Hey, orbit. Go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, zoom.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Wild Bill. Hey, 41's mic. You ain't going nowhere.
Go.
41's coming. 41's the mic.
On 4th down, Minshew. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
That's what I do. Chance.
Go out.
Kill.
Fair.
Hey, check 24. Check safety. Check 35.
Now Mostert. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Squeeze. Get it.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Rock it. Hey, foxtrot.
Here's Minshew. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check it back.
You draw Porter.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 20-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
All day, I'm here all day.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, Delta.
55's Mike, guys, 55. Strip the ball.
This is Mostert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
Throwing on first down is Minshew. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Rip left, rip left. Mike 55. Check, 55, Mike. So we got man.
Now.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now the Texans will burn. The first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Recon, 132 fighter. 2.
Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. Clear. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Let's go.
Running it with Armstead. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
I got you.
And
55 is my guy, 55. All day, dog.
Deep rip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
55. Hey, let's get this. Mike, 55. Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Check nickel.
Yes. Get it.
From the 25 on second down, Minshew. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Check 55.
Look at me. Door.
Watch twist.
Smooth. Check right. Hit it.
Out of the gun is Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all.
Ready.
Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll make it second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Trubisky. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. It's complete to Fuller. that he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tony Pollard, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, exit.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Go.
Check 41. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight right, tight right. You got 3 down, 3 down.
Yo, go.
Shift.
Shoot.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Hey, team 6.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. You ain't got to go.
Now Minshew. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Ready up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike, 55.
Hey, lock it.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
6 guys.
Bravo.
Let's go.
Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete here. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the pass.
Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Sharks got it, left side. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
51, Mike 51. Coming to you. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Get it.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
And 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Hey, watch the ball. Kill.
Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. And Stills bringing it in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen.
Greystone, travel. Hey, orbit.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Switch, switch, switch. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now on 2nd and 16, Minshew. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Zoo.
3 down, 3 down.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Ready, break.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Now.
51, Mike.
Go, go.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
56. Yo.
Here's Pollard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once.
It got his man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after by Lambo, up and good. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Houston, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.